Hello Potato Gamers, it is Booster Potato here, and welcome back to another video. So in case you're wondering what I'm playing Destiny 2, and this is the direction my channel is going to be going from now on. I just feel like I've gotten bored of all other games, and yeah, I'm really enjoying Destiny 2 right now. I just took a little break from it before Beyond Light. So yeah, channel is going to be going towards Destiny 2 now, so let's just get that out of the way. But yeah, if you're wondering what this video is going to be, it's going to be a Season of the Splicer early review. Now, Season of Splicer has been out for 2 days now. I'm playing on the second day. I would have made this video yesterday, but the servers were messed up, like really messed up, and I couldn't do anything really. And also, if you're having trouble hearing my voice, it's because I'm doing this live. There is no script, so if I mess up on things, it's because I'm kind of making it up on the go, but I kind of have an idea. So yeah, well, let's start off with the whole premise of Season of the Splicer. So, Season of the Splicer, you are helping Mithrax and his House of Lights gather into the city for protection. And basically, the whole premise of this is trying to hack into the Vex network and stopping the endless night over the city. So, that's pretty much the whole premise of the season. Hacking into Vex networks, trying to stop the endless night over the city. I'm gonna try and not spoil it as much as I can, so I won't ruin the experience for you guys. But I might as well describe the beginning mission since everybody's going to be playing that when they load into Destiny 2. The beginning mission, you start following the trail of Mithrax and his house. And you eventually end up finding Mithrax's ship, and you start the introduction to, I would guess, the seasonal activity. You enter the Vex network, and you try and stop the big... I'm just calling him the big Vex dude. That's what I'm just gonna say. You try and stop the big Vex dude from, well, you're not really trying to stop him, I guess. You're mostly just trying to kill him to stop the Vex network. Like I said, guys, if I kind of mess up or, like, don't know what to say, I'm doing this all live. There really is no scripts. So, that's why I'm having a hard time deciding what to say. But yeah, so you kill the big guy, and you eventually do this quest step where you bring Mithrax and his fellow Fallen to the protection of the city. And I'm not really going to say anything else about the story because I don't want to spoil it. But let's start getting into the review part. Now, first we're going to start off with seasonal activities. So the seasonal activity this season is, like I said before, the seasonal activity is basically hacking into the Vex network and stopping a Vex mind from taking over and trying to stop the endless night over the city. Okay. And what do you do in the seasonal activity? Well, let's just say this. It's another version of Gambits. And yes, it's another version of Gambits. Yeah, we all know Bungie loves to make out with Gambit, their own creation. So that's a little bit disappointing on the seasonal activity, but I'm gonna say it's a step up from Battlegrounds, that's for sure. It's not as repetitive, it's not as boring, and, like, it's not something you'd go like, oh, I definitely want to play this all the time. You won't just say that, but it's enough to where you don't get bored of it too fast. You can grind a lot and not really get that bored. There's a lot of fun things involved. Okay, so back to my original point. What do you even do in this seasonal activity? Well, you start off looking at this, like, Vex core that I'm looking at right now. And this Vex core, you deposit motes in. So this is where the Gambit part comes in. There's basically this whole seasonal activity is Gambit. So you deposit motes in this little bank here. You get enough motes to fill up the bank to get enough to get some progress on the Primeval, sorry there. There is another way to get motes though, and I'll explain that right now. So once you deposit enough motes, eventually this portal will open up. Now this is a little part of the Vex network you go into. Now this Vex network, depending on whether you get Vex or Cabal, you kill Vex or Cabal in here, you kill a champion, and you get this little thing called a data cube. I'm just gonna call it a data cube. You get a data cube, and you carry that, and basically what this does, it carries a huge chunk of your progress towards that meter on the left. It's like, I would say maybe somewhere around 20 motes worth, which is a lot in the seasonal activity. So you definitely want to be invading. That's another part about this seasonal activity Gambit. You're basically invading, trying to get motes. And there are other enemies in there too that you can get motes from, and it's not only the champion where you get the data cube from. There are other motes, so that's pretty cool. Get a little side bonus on that data cube. But yeah, this does include champions, like pretty much every single seasonal activity. So you have your Overload, Unstoppable, and Anti-Barrier champions. This week, I don't know if it's daily or weekly rotation, but this week it's Overload and Anti-Barrier right now, so that's just a little insight. Yeah, so, and then the next part, after you get your motes banked up all the way to that line, there's gonna be blockers coming in. Now, the blockers, it's basically just a champion with other adds. Just kill the champion, and then the shield will go down. But in order to start banking motes again, you have to kill these like red cubes on the side. And once you destroy the 3 red cubes, you go up and hack the thing, and then you start the process all over again until you get to the part where you quote-unquote summon a primeval. And what I mean by that is once you get enough progress on the bar, there'll be like this little sinkhole in the middle where the bank is. And I think I'm gonna get to that part anyways right now, so that's a perfect explanation while I'm doing it. So there's a little sinkhole that'll happen in the middle of the bank. You go into this to enter the Vex network. And in the Vex network, it's basically just a bunch of parkour in order to get to the final primeval boss room. And by the way, the boss room will always be Vex. I'm pretty sure, because I don't know if, because I know other Vex networks are going to be added during the season, but for now it's only Vex. So you do a bunch of parkour. You see me going across this green cube thing. That's like that's a enhancement you can unlock with the Splicer glove. That's a little sidetracking, but yeah, I'm just kind of explaining what it is. So yeah, you do a bunch of parkour, you get to the final primeval boss room, and oh, I just missed that. You get to the final primeval boss room, and you kill these ads, hack the conflux, and then you start damaging the primeval, which is a wyvern. So have fun with that. And during the primeval boss room, you're gonna damage the primeval 1/3 of its health, and then eventually it'll spawn primeval envoys. That's what I'm just gonna call them because it's basically gambits. It's gonna spawn primeval envoys, which is either an anti-barrier champion or an overload champion. And then you kill those, you get a data cube from it, and you deposit it in this bank right here. And after that, 2 Vex cubes will become uncovered, and you'll be able to destroy them to get the primeval shield down, and you can start damaging it again. And then you basically repeat until you're done with the activity. That's pretty much it. And at the end of the activity, it can give you some pretty sweet loot. Basically, at the end of the activity, by the way, the activity is called Override. I didn't mention that earlier. Sorry about that. After the end of the activity, you get this world chest. From this chest, you can get any world loot in the world loot pool. And then you'll get a data key chest. And you get data keys by combining 50 ether in a data key from the Splicer glove. And in these data keys, you can get Season of Splicer armor or weapons. So that's pretty much it for the override activity. And by the way, you can unlock augments in the Splicer glove that'll increase your rewards, but that's the same thing with the battlegrounds last year too. Not last year, last season. So that's a seasonal activity. What do I think of the story so far? I don't know if the story is going to be better or on the same level as Battlegrounds. I personally think it's going to be better. And how do I know it's going to be better? Well, it's not, I'm trying my best not to spoil it here, but I'm trying to give a review. At the end of the first week of the Season of the Splicer quests, you get a little, you get some information about the future war cult seeing into the future. Yes, they're actually being used now for once since year 1. The future war cult tells you that Mithrax and his gang of fallen could eventually become a problem. I'm not going to explain it too much, but that's a little exposition into the upcoming story, and I think it could make a pretty well story as we see the developments of Mithrax and his House of Lights develop into the story. So that is pretty much my Season of the Splicer review. There will be Vault of Glass is coming for free for all players though, so you don't really need to buy it if all you're looking for is the Vault of Glass. And then what else was I gonna say? Don't know. There is gonna be a new exotic quest coming, a new secret exotic quest, kind of like the Dead Man's Tale we saw in Season of the Chosen. Sorry, it's so hard to talk right now. I haven't done a video in over a month. So yeah, that's pretty much my Season of Splicer review. I think it's gonna be a really good season. So my thoughts, I would say yes, definitely buy it if you can. If you're just looking to get back into Vault of Glass, then no, because Vault of Glass is coming for free for all Destiny 2 players. So if all you're looking for is a Vault of Glass experience in D1, then yeah, just don't buy it if that's all you're looking for in Destiny 2 right now. But yeah, if you enjoyed the video, I would appreciate it if you liked and subscribed. It really helps my channel and get me out there. And that's it for today's video. See you later, Potato Gamer.